You've got the magic touch. Ooh, it makes me glow so much. It can.
Can you serve it? Can you picnic? Oh, oh, can you serve it? Can you picnic? Come on.
Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonny Turner from the Platters.
From the real
The real Platters.
last of the real. Yeah.
And this is Lamont Mclemore from the Fifth Dimension. Now, gentlemen, I always like to ask, in a nutshell, a coconut shell, a peanut shell, maybe a crab shell, who are you both? Okay, you be a do cashews come in shells?
Yes.
Yes,
Cashew nuts. Yeah.
They do. Okay, you could be a cashew nut, Sonny. You
Okay.
know, who is Sonny Turner?
Who was Sonny Turner? Sonny Turner is a young man from Cleveland, Ohio, whose dream came true, an aspiring performer who reached further than his dream. His dream was bigger than he thought it would ever be, and I am truly blessed and to have lived almost 2 lifetimes, you know, with that opportunity. That's Sonny Turner is a very grateful young man. I wanted to take up boxing like my father, who was a welterweight champion boxer, but instead I was guided in the right direction, took after my mother, who was a gospel singer, a wonderful alto voice, and I followed her footsteps instead. And I'm glad of it because boxing is painful.
Oh gosh, and Lamont? Who was Lamont?
I'm glad you didn't ask me to tell you about Sonny Turner.
Oh, no.
I would have told the truth.
He's
What is
not
that?
well. He's escaped from the people, and they're looking for him.
I know, I just spent the
Say,
past
"Get
hour
him
with
at my
him.
house." I have to call them to let him know where he's at.
Well, if I'll tell you one thing, if I only had 1/10 the talent that he has, I'd be very, very happy.
Right.
So, I've been blessed, man. Still very, very blessed to come as far as we have as a Fifth Dimension. And even I just came back from my mother's 104th birthday.
Wow.
So I'm really, really blessed, man. So
That's great,
I've
man.
not much more to live for, other than what I've done already from the Fifth Dimension through her.
Yeah.
She told me you can go out and do anything you want to do, just stay out of jail.
You managed to do that.
That your accomplishment speaks volumes for all the dreamers, the performers that dream to be where you've been, where you are. You know, now you're just an icon of music and one of the top-notch performers of all time. You know, and that you can't ask for more than that. You're in Hall of Fame. You know.
And have Sonny Turner for a friend.
Yeah. Well.
She just came from my house. She saw the picture, the flashback.
Oh yeah, all of us together. There, it's up there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. See,
There it
it's
is
up
up there. And he took that. He's a master photographer, you know. I don't know if you know that or not. But
I know, yes.
yes, he's one of the best, and he took that with his couple of his guys and whatever. Yeah.
And
So,
can I take some?
yeah, that's my brother. That's the 3 of us at the top there. You see, my mom and my brother in the Air Force, myself trying to strike a pose. And that's my brother Carl, and there's a picture with my good friend Barack Obama, and that lady in the picture is the manager for the Drifters.
Okay.
The real Drifters, you know, and just pictures of friends and.
Do you mind if I take?
Go ahead, help yourself. Yeah, these are just awards and pictures and so forth. Sure, I had 3 lifetimes actually. I got Anthony's book.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I read the books.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and I got Bill Medley. You know, he's still downtown at
Yeah, right.
doing the show, and when he laughed your ass off over it. And he said, "Yeah, I know a good friend of mine out there. Come by tonight." And said, "Earl Turner's here." I said, Bill, I know we all look alike, but this is Sonny Turner." People died there because he had Earl Turner. I said, I'll be Earl Turner too. I said, those guys up there, Lionel Richie, Lou Rawls, the Little Anthony and Imperials up there, Temptations, and just and the girl singer Zola Taylor, the original girl singer of the Platters. And over there we did Ray Charles in Japan together.
Nice.
Yeah, just
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
We got one in the back room called the Hall of Shame.
Is the caption, do not mention those who are involved. You know. Yeah, so, you know, we done a lot of shows up. So it's 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And it plays on the hour. But it
Nice melody.
disconfigures, and it plays, and then it goes back to its original shape, and plays the hour. I wish I could pick
1
that
o'clock. I
up.
thought we got here at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So
Isn't it 2 o'clock?
It's a friend of mine gave it to me. It plays Christmas
That
songs.
person gave it to us a little hour late.
Because it's too.
But when he stole it, the store was closed. So, you know,
We couldn't set the time.
yeah. So anyway, let me see, let me I can reset it.
And Lamont, for you, what is it that you can leave to share with anyone in terms of following your dreams, following your passion, stepping out of your comfort zone?
Well, I'll tell you one thing is, man, to have the friends that I've made through the years and all, including the example is Sonny Turner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what you see is what you get, man, and we have been friends for so long and all. And hey, we can talk about each other, but can't nobody else talk about it. And if somebody ever came up to me and said, "Well, Sonny said this about you," Sonny ain't said nothing about me until he tells me himself. And that's the true friendship, you know. So, and my advice to all the people that want to get in entertainment or sports or anything is get your education first, because entertainment is fleeting. It's like sports. After a certain year, you know you're too old or you go.
You got to remember, it's entertainment. It's show business,
Right.
And that's a mistake that so many of our fellow performers made in earlier years. They didn't learn the business.
Yeah, don't know what
You
to
know.
do with the money after
Yeah,
you make it. You know,
and they make it, and contracts. You know, like Lamont says, get your education. Learn to read a contract. Don't just depend on a lawyer. You learn to read a contract. You know.
It's interesting because I read a bit of Charlie Wilson's story
Yeah.
with the Gap Band, and you know they didn't make anything even though they had huge hits.
Well, they did that. They do that contractually on purpose, because if you become huge, like Michael Jackson or people like that, the contracts have certain stipulations. You know, you have to get. It should be a 60-40, 60% to the performer, 40%, because then you got to pay taxes, and that's one of the major factors that kill a lot of performers. They don't know how much money they're making, and they pay taxes. And if you got an accountant that steals from you,
Yes.
and then leave you hanging to pay the taxes, you know, that has happened so many times since the 20s. And not just black performers, but all the performers.
You know,
You've got to learn.
I was born broke, and I still got half of it.
Can I borrow something? Let me borrow $100.
We were so poor and all, man. We had robbed. Somebody broke in our house and he left something.
Okay, well, brilliant. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. And it's been a real privilege, and thank you for allowing me into your home.
Well,
thank
you're
you
a
so
treasure.
much.
You're
Thank
a
you.
treasure. Continue to keep it all alive, darling.
I will do. I will do. Thank you.
Someday what you're doing right now is going to be worth a whole lot, girl.
Yeah, they'll be on their way to Mars, and they say, play that Esther's historical biography by all the Fifth Dimension, the Platters, and the etc. And by the time they get to Mars, they've run the whole entertainment gamut.
Yes.
You know?
Thank you. Thank you,
Mars
gentlemen.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.